Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI, welcoming you right back to Let's Play Final Fantasy. This is episode 14. In the last episode we made it through the final dungeon, the Chaos Shrine, or in the past of the Chaos Shrine. And we've prepped up, we're all fully healed and everything, good to go. We should be getting the plat, and I'm excited for that for some reason. So, this is our levels, and we have done it in about 11 hours and 1 minute, and that's including all the bestiary and stuff like that, so that's shockingly quick. I'm normally bad at this game, so this must be an easier version of the game. Do you remember me? I was once the most renowned knight of Cornelia. Looks like Garland. Oh, 2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland. Oh, you did defeat me then. But the four great forces saved me by sending me back through time. Why? Once here, I sent the four fiends into the future, where they shall once again use the four great forces to send me into the past. It's a cycle. In 2,000 years I will remember none of this. But remember it now. And there he is, our final boss. Garland is now Chaos. But I will be reborn again here. So even as you die again and again, I shall return. I'm going to be quiet, ready for the boss music to show up. Let you listen to it for a sec. Born again into this endless cycle that I have created. And isn't it amazing? So, I'm just going to get haste on the go with Vivi, and I think we should kick things off. What should we go for? Pratira? Let's do Pratira for now. Oh yeah, definitely Pratira. Get everyone's defenses up a bit. You can use that a couple of times, by the way, and it'll just keep boosting. Just so you know. Right, crits are going to really help for this boss. I'm always nervous for this, and I never 100% know I'm going to beat it. So, we'll see how it turns out. And we better heal up a bit. Stick with Kuraga, I think. We've got elixirs and stuff if we ever need it. Oh, Flare. Wow. I mean, it'll heal someone, so that's not completely wasted, I suppose. And haste, who's I going to go on? Didn't need it. Okay. So, let's go for a... Should we try just using a Phoenix down? No, I got a better idea. We're going to go for Flare and start kicking that off and go for a full life. We got full life for a reason. Let's use it. Even with Pratira, that's how much damage I did. It's a lot. It's not an easy fight. There we go. Good damage. Null all with our White Mage with Garnet as well, or White Wizard. That's going to be something we should probably make use of. Let's get haste back on, well, get it on Zell. And use Kuraga on Zell as well. No, I didn't use it. Oh, I used it on the wrong character. That could really hurt us. I think Greeny's going to die in the next round if he uses Flare again. So yeah, we just need to keep this up. If we need to use items as well, we'll use items as well. But for now, let's try a Kuraga on Greeny. He's going to need it. Oh my god! He healed himself by so much. Wow. That was a lot. But we're dealing a lot of damage every turn now anyway, so maybe we'll be fine. And another Flare, and I think we'll go for... I think we should stick with Hilaga a lot. Haste? Okay. That's not a good thing, but it'll only affect things that he does single target, so it's not awful. I wish I had Holy right now. She could be doing a bit of damage herself. But maybe it's better to have that bit of precaution anyway. Right, so if we go for another Pratira. Now we got the chance to do it. Yeah, it's definitely just the one version of the enemy in this one. Further RPGs, you get the evolutions and the whatever else, don't you? Not for now. Flare, another Hilaga. Do we need it? We might need it by the time she actually gets the spell off. No. No, we didn't. Okay. So we don't over 1,000 damage every turn, so that's amazing. We definitely didn't need that. We'll get a full life out now. In the next turn, we will use haste again. Blizzara. Is that going to do much? Nah. Good. You can use that as often as he likes. Happy days. Okay. I don't think he has much health left, but he's always got that Kuraja that he can use, so there is that. Let's get Patira on the go. Ooh, Christ. Poor Vivi. Yeah, there was no chance for him getting around that, was there? Okay, and a full life. Lizarga. That might do more damage. No, not really. Not a huge amount. Okay. We're not getting through a round with a character alive. Like, a character that's not dead lately. Yeah, we need a haste out. And for you, what have we got? I think we'll go for a Healaga. Yeah, it's needed. It would be nice if the haste came first then, but nah. Okay, so what can we do now? I think we'll go for a Flare. How's our health looking? Okay, so yeah, I'm going to get another Patira out. Because Healaga ain't amazing either. That's why I never use the early heals. Healava, whatever else. Just because it ain't amazing. It heals everyone, but not by a huge amount. Flare, and I think if we go for Kuraja. Yeah, that'll do it. Blizzara. Hopefully Zell will survive that. It should be okay, yeah. Just about, but he did. Kuraja, so that'll sort that out. Greeny needs a bit of healing next turn, I think. Ugh. Zal, come on now. Flare and Kuraja should do the job. Haste, okay. Do that if you like. Oh, he can't be far off. I wonder if that early Kuraja was intentional to make you think, okay, so he has 9999 health. You know, maybe. Because he has got a lot. Oh, shit. Dryether, 5 MP for each magic level. Okay, we'll chuck that back on him. We'll just have to use the turn doing that, which is a bit of a bugger, but do what we have to do. Is there any point using Patira? I don't know if there is. Any damaging moves? No. Okay, she can just defend this turn then, maybe. No. Better idea. We'll get some damage in. Blizzarga, maybe. No, not Blizzarga. He always uses Blizzarga, so I'll... Not that that makes a difference, but we'll go for a Thundaga. And you can use the Dryether on Vivi. Blizzarga, here it comes. Like I said, no reflect spell, so you can't really deal with that. Other than using null stuff. Okay, Blizzarga was shite. For this point in the game. Back to Flare. And yeah, I'm going to go for Healaga. I think we're going to need it. I could have used Null Blaze, and I didn't think of it until just now. Not Null Blaze, Null Frost. Is it called Null Frost or Null Ice? Shit, he's stunned. Our Greeny. Not good. Okay, we just lost him for a turn or two, is fine. Kuraga on Greeny. Yeah, early. We needed it earlier. Oh, that was close. Oh, and this is with our levels this high. He's still battering us with a lot of damage. Kuraja on Zell. Come on, get the healing. Slover, that's fine. He's wasted his turn with that one. Wow, Greeny's losing a lot of turns. What can we do? What can we do? Yeah, we'll go for Null Frost. Why not? Ah! Because when he uses Blizzarga, that can actually do a decent amount of damage, can't it? Not a huge amount, but enough to... Oh! It didn't affect any of our characters. Why not? It would have been handy to have. Ah, Greeny's back. Good. We're back in the fray. Flare. Do we need anything else? I think we'll use another Dry Ether on Vivi. I find it funny that we're having to use it on Vivi as opposed to our healer in this fight. Oh, we're done! The music stopped. Yes! Yes! If you knew how nervous I was to make this series. Just because I'm not great at these older JRPGs. But it's gone really well. Yeah! Bye, Chaos. No more time loops. If only it was that easy in Higurashi, right? Field research, that's Herbistyry. Sorted. Go on, keep the trophies going. Or we're going to have to wait till the very end. Can't believe we got a plat. I never would have thought I would get a plat on a game like this. The time loop was severed at last. Have a drink. The endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended, and peace prevailed once more. The light of the four crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. Was it? I don't know what they mean by that. The trick of fate part. But magnified by the four forces meant to guide our world, that trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. Look how the trees look. It's definitely pixely. Monsters had run rampant as the world sank into darkness. Oh, I completed this game over 3 days. It's pretty shocking, actually. But all that is now past. It is happy days. With the four forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew. A world where Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, and even Garland himself await. Is Garland alive again now? When was this fateful day that sent time spiralling into a loop? This is quite slow. None can say. Just, you can't speed it up. Well, you might be able to speed it up, but I don't want to press any buttons in case I skip it. It seemed the cycle into which time had fallen would last forever, but the bravery of four young travellers changed that. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. None will ever recall the struggle the four endured, for the breaking of the chain means that it never existed. So do the four warriors not even know? That would be gutting. But within the tales of fantasy that people tell, the memory of their deeds lives on. Oh, so they do know. Oh, fantasy, like, oh, okay. Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reached for the heavens even as they fell. And now, their return is upon us. Come on then, let's see what happens. With the memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world. That doesn't tell me if they remember or not, as in, it might be the memory of their struggle. Like, in their hearts, it might just be in their dreams now and again pops up, you know, they might not remember. Remember always that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the true crystals reside in your heart. Ah. For you are the warrior who crossed time. Ah, stop. You are the bringer of light. Well, I don't mean to brag or anything. The warrior of light? The bringer of light? It's funny how the hero in like Dissidia or Theatrhythm is always called the warrior of light. And it's just weird because there's 4 of them. They're all called it. But that's the sort of mascot for Final Fantasy 1 they always use, isn't it? And he always looks like a knight. Which makes sense. The knight is like the killer of dragons and all that sort of fantasy hero. Is it going to show our warriors coming back to town or anything like that? I always like that. Except when it goes on too long, like with some Dragon Quests or whatever. I don't like it when it's like a huge go around town, talk to all the NPCs again kind of thing. Stunning! Maybe it's not going to show that. Or after the credits. Oh, that was such a good version of the game. It was vastly, vastly the best version. I know there's going to be those traditionalists or whatever who would always say the NES version's the best or whatever. But I personally think this was incredible. There's so many improvements to it that just make it hugely more playable and more speedy. Yeah, is the best for me. It didn't have any cutscenes or anything like that. I think the PS1 version had a cutscene at the start, did it? I know Final Fantasy 2 did. I think 1 did in Origins. So, yeah, mini review time. We have got, graphically, yes, looks amazing. This looks like a stunning version of the game. I didn't have a look what it looks like in the pixel, in the original art version that you can select on this. I'm sure is what some people want. I like this. It looks very shiny and sparkly and it looks really nice. I'm wondering if they'll ever do yet another version, I wouldn't be surprised, of 2D HD like Octopath Traveler. That would be an interesting take as well. But it's similar to this, it's not too far off. Then this music, the music's stunning. It is what it is. It's Final Fantasy traditional music that got so famous because it's so good back then. It's overplayed now. Like, if you hear it now, you're like, this song again, I've heard it, you know, but it is what made Final Fantasy so popular. The music was incredible for its time, and it still is really nice now. It's all remastered and remixed into different versions of the song, and even Final Fantasy 16 has some of the songs. So that is why I love it so much. It's too good. Too good, the music. Gameplay. Okay. You know what you're getting with this game, right? It's old, it's turn-based, but with the gameplay enhancements, the quality of life enhancements, the turn-off encounters, the auto-battle, the quadruple gil and the XP, it's like, it's so much more convenient and it's great. That would be like a 10 out of 10 for me gameplay-wise for the sort of game this is. It just is. Gameplay replayability, I think. Yeah, I think it's very replayable. Definitely, actually. Of all the Final Fantasies, maybe this is the most replayable, just because it's got the different classes. It's got the low-level ability to do that, and you can even in this version of the game, you can even turn off EXP gain. You can turn it off completely, so you just always have that level 1 all the way through the game without having to worry about accidentally killing an enemy, or, you know, it's a different way of doing that challenge as well in this version, because before you had to run away every time or try and find ways of not getting EXP, whereas in this one, you can still kill the enemies, if you can, with the ability. With the level, and still get away with not leveling up. So yeah, there's plenty of challenge runs and stuff you can do with this. The speed runs are really possible as well. So there's that. Story-wise, it's basic. It is what it is. Towards the end, it really picks up the story for a game of this age. Like, the time loop element. I never see it coming. I forgot it was even a thing until we just got it then. So yeah, the story is what it is. There's nothing amazing. But it created the whole 4 crystal elements thing that came back in so many other Final Fantasies, so many other RPGs. It came back in the Bravely games, which is essentially Final Fantasy as well, but either way. You know, other spin-offs and indie JRPGs have got the elements and the crystals, and, you know, it might not be an amazing story, but for its time, it created this massive impact on the gaming world, so I think it's a pretty good story for all that it told. You know, there's nothing confusing about it. It was clear-cut. That's not a bad thing, especially with how Square Enix does stories lately. You're just looking at Kingdom Hearts more than anything. I'd rather have a simple story like this than have an overly convoluted and confusing story like the Kingdom Hearts saga. So yeah, that is that. I give the game, like Final Fantasy 1 in general, I give like maybe a 7, 7.5 out of 10. But this version of the game, I cannot take it up a notch or two. It was so addictive and so much fun with the additions to the Pixel remaster. I would take it up to a good 8. Yeah. Back in the day, it might have been higher, but for now, you know, I would give it a good 8. It's a very solid game that I would definitely go back to quite often. In the same way, I would go back to Crash or, you know, those shorter sort of games that you can just take care of in a couple of days. So, that is Final Fantasy done. I hope you enjoyed. I'm still waiting for the plat and the last trophy to pop up. I can't wait to see it now. I'm surprised there's so many people involved in this game. But yeah, the next series then. The next Let's Play is going to be... It's not an RPG. We're not going back to visual novel land yet either. It's going to be another PS4 game, like this. Played on the PS5. What other clues can I give you? It's going to be wrapping up a series that we've been Let's Playing for quite a while. It'll be the last game of the series that's come out so far. So, that's it. It's going to be another shorter series as well. Like a bit longer in terms of that franchise. It's going to be the longest game in the franchise. But still quite a short game. So yeah, I don't know what else to talk about really. That is everything I wanted to wrap up, and I didn't expect the credits to be so long for this game. Oh yeah! So, Pixel Remasters. We've now done 1 and 4. We will be 4 is in the playlist on my channel if you wanted to check it out. That's really good as well. So we got 2, 3 and 5 still to do at some point. 6 I've done on the Game Boy Advance version, so I doubt we'll do that again. But that was really good. Is there, if you want to watch it. So 2, 3 and 5 are what I got left. And all 3 of them are games I would be very nervous about because they're some of the Final Fantasies I know the absolute least about. 3 I've played through once, and that's the DS version, not the 2D version. So I'm going to have major issues with that one. And that's exciting, right? It's exciting to me to see me stress and struggle through things. We'll get there. 2, 3 and 5 are just going to be a nightmare for me, but I'll do it for you guys. And I will. I'm sure I'll still enjoy myself. And with it being the Pixel versions, I'm sure we'll get boosts. Not any XP for 2 because they don't work like that. I don't know how the boosts are going to work for Final Fantasy 2, considering how the level system works. As in, there is no level system. It's a different type. I don't know. I've only ever beat that game once. And 5 I've only ever beaten once. Like I said, those 3 are the ones I know the least about. 5 is amazing, by the way. It's just difficult. It's a job system, which I am awful at. Laura Disney. Oh, I like that name. I've been watching a lot of Disney films. For the last year or 2, I had a year's subscription of Disney Plus for free with my phone contract when I took it out. With my mobile contract. And I've been watching all the Disney films from the very start on Disney Plus. I've been following a list on Wiki. And now I'm at 2008. So I've been watching a lot of them. My next film is the second Narnia film, Prince Caspian. Never seen that, so I loved all the books, but the fact that they started the Narnia films with Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, which, okay, is the most popular sort of book of the series, but it's not the first in the series. It's the third. Third? Second? Third? It's not the first. So, Prince Caspian's next, and I'm wondering how the films progress, because I think there's 3 films. I think they really need to start the films from the beginning again and reboot them. Because God knows, starting from the midway into the books, it's a bit of an odd one. By the way, Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe is an incredible film. I'm not saying it's not. It is, it really is. I can't even pronounce some of these names. Boyzan Biakmitov. Butchered. Absolutely butchered. Tanaput Udom Sirakun. We can't be far off now. I'm going to press X. You can skip it. I'll keep it going just because it's good for you to see who made it, even if you're not reading it whatsoever. I know I wouldn't if I was watching a Let's Play, but it's good for it to be there in case you want to see who made it. And obviously, as if anyone would doubt it, I didn't make this game, funnily enough. All these people did. And it looks like we're coming towards the end, I think, now. Yeah, Square Enix. Well, the fact it never says Squaresoft, it should give recognition for just say Squaresoft originally, or, you know, whatever. Square Enix ported something. I would prefer it saying that. The end. There we go, we made it. Save complete data. Data saves progress up to the final boss. Why not? This our star. 11.5 hours. Not bad. Yes. This. Defeated Chaos. Come on. Yeah! Master of one! I was not expecting to get that. Happy days. Okay. So, this has been Greeny XI. I hope you've enjoyed this series. I've actually loved making it. I've actually played it yesterday specifically. I played it non-stop for about 5 to 7 hours. Got a hell of a headache, but I got there. Like, I used to play games for that long when I was younger, but lately I haven't had much chance to do it for that long. So it was exciting to be that addicted. And after playing Final Fantasy 16, which I think Final Fantasy 1 is a hugely better game. Different, obviously, but 16 is just, gameplay-wise, there's nothing positive I can say about the gameplay except for the hunts, which are then just reskins of other enemies. It's just not a fantastic game, but a very good story. Final Fantasy 16. And this is the other way around. Not a fantastic story, but a great game, gameplay-wise. So yeah, once again, thanks again for watching. I'll see you again in a bit for the next series, which I know what it's going to be. That's a plus. I like knowing. I'll see you for that. Maybe it won't be your sort of game. It's vastly different to this, but we'll get back to RPG land eventually. Thanks again for watching for the 3rd or 4th time. See you again in a bit.